It's a phrase you don't hear very often these days with all the Parliament hangama and the scandals and the scam. It's a movie called All Is Well, and it's set to release on the 21st of August. The glamorous cast includes Abhishek Bachchan, Asin, Rishi Kapoor and Supriya Pathak. The film is supposed to be an entertaining family drama that carries a significant social message for the audience. And to tell us more about it, I was joined by the junior Bachchan himself and director Umesh Shukla. Did any of your, funny memories, humorous memories of your own passage of discovery of your relationship with your father, your family?
No, not
Did those
for me.
come out?
I don't know about him, but not for me, because my relationship with my father is completely different.
Yeah.
You know, my father, since I was a child, had decided that he's going to treat his son like a friend and not like a son.
Yeah.
So we actually we have anything but a formal relationship.
Yes.
We're very casual with each other. He's like my buddy. I can talk to him about anything, and so in this film, the father-son relationship is very formal and very dysfunctional,
right?
Which is the complete opposite of my dad.
So was that difficult?
Well,
getting to that kind of role?
It was difficult
because that would be the typical sort of relationship.
Exactly, because and there's no reference point for me personally. Usually your job becomes a bit easier when you have a kind of a reference point.
40 years of Sholay, timeless, classic. You look at any channel right now, they've got specials on it. Are we going to see you acting with your father anytime soon?
I'd love it, man, really.
Does he want to?
Wow, I hope so. He better, Dad. No, we've done a lot of work together. We first worked 10 years ago, actually, for the first time in a movie called Banti Aur Babli, which released in 2005. And subsequently, we've done a lot. We did Sarkar, Sarkara, Jhoom Barabar Jhoom, Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna, which is celebrating 9 years today. Right. We've done a lot of work together, and we've enjoyed working together. And then obviously we capped it off with a movie called Pa.
Yeah.
And since then, obviously, I think we've done a variety of different roles together, although working within that same dynamic of a father and son. So I think it has to be something that both of us individually like. Is the will there to work? Yeah, I mean, the whole family's always asked this question. When are you two going to work? When are you and Aishwarya going to work together? When are all four of you going to come together? We'd love to. But what people have to understand is that it's not, it's not
just happen.
Yeah, you have to have a script which every individual creative person has to okay individually. You can't just be like, oh, okay, so you're on the film, so I'll do it. Yeah. Individually they have to. And as such a script hasn't come along, it's more than welcome. We'd love to. I'd love to work with Dad and Mom and Aishwarya, and it'd be great. Like you just said, 40 years of Sholay, and the greatest thing about saying that is that even if you watch it today, 40 years after it was made and released, it still looks like a contemporary film.
Absolutely, it really does look like a contemporary film. In fact, we're doing a lot of special programming around Sholay this week as well. But Abhishek, you've been, you've stood out as an actor in comedy. You've stood out as an actor, along with other actors in action films like Dhoom. You've also done really well in intense roles like Sarkar and Sarkar Raj. Some of your most iconic performances, at least in my personal opinion, have been in the Sarkar series. Do you have a preference of what you like to play? You more comfortable with one kind of role or another?
No.
You don't prefer comedy to intense roles?
In fact, I find comedy the toughest to do.
Right?
Yeah, it's the most demanding and challenging. Yeah. Also because comedy, I think, is the one genre where it's least dependent on you as the actor. It's completely dependent on the written material. If the comedy is not on the paper, it's very hard to create. Whereas in drama, or romance, you can create that moment.
So you can easily perform drama. But I think he's a versatile actor. You've seen his guru also. Yeah. He's amazing.
Because, when we were teasing this interview today, many of the tweets that I got from my followers were Sarkar. Everyone talked about Sarkar and stuff. So is that a special memory, that kind of intense role?
It was actually, not many people know, but that was the first time I faced the camera with my dad. Yeah. Although the first release was Banti Aur Babli, we did a small 5-day shoot, and that was the first time I actually stepped in front of the camera with my dad. So first time, we started shooting Sarkar, and then I went off to shoot Banti Aur Babli, completed Banti Aur Babli, came back and completed Sarkar. And Ramu wanted to do like a 5-day test shoot because he just wanted me to get used to working with Dad because I was so nervous. So obviously for that, and secondly, it was an ode to one of my all-time favorite English films, which is Godfather.
Yes.
So and the film went on to become very successful, and I'm very proud of the film, and obviously it's going to be, for any actors, working with Mr. Amitabh Bachchan for the first time is a very special and memorable occasion. Yeah.
Any chance at all if a door opens to politics? Would you even consider it?
No, not at all.
Not at all?
For one very simple reason, I don't know it. I'm not trained in politics. I don't think like a politician. and it doesn't interest me.
Okay.
You know, and like you said, you know, we put on the television, you all do a great job of bringing us all the news of, you know, of there's this problem and that problem. And, you know, maybe in the coming week, it is our Independence Day week, maybe we should, y'all can lead the cause, you know, maybe we should start a campaign to say, okay, all is well, let's just report some positive news for a change, let's see how that goes.
And that's precisely what we're going to do. All is well. As we celebrate Independence Day, you'll see lots of that programming as well. And don't forget to catch All is Well with Abhishek Bachchan. Thanks, Abhishek.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks,
Thank you
Umesh.
so much.
All the very best.